So the saying goes, right, opposites attract sometimes. But when you have opposing parenting styles, that can definitely cause some problems.
Yeah, I've heard of it causing some row. So Dr. V is here to help out all those folks who are kind of struggling through this. So let's dive in here. How do you navigate when you've got two parents and totally different views about some parenting issues?
Yeah, I think for a lot of couples, and of course we're not talking about co-parenting situations where you're in different homes and you know, that sort of thing. It's actual couples and families where they really struggle with that. I would think the first thing that they need to do is to make sure that they are understanding the shared values. So focus on what is working for both of you and what your goals are, like their well-being, and defining what well-being is. Respecting each other's views is also that's like the first thing, really, honestly. Anytime you're talking about anything, is respecting each other's views. So knowing that and agreeing that their viewpoint is valid, especially coming from their own backgrounds. We all have come from different parenting styles, and so respecting that might be the case is important. And of course, finding those common ground issues like, well, we really want them to be healthy. Okay, that's a great place to start. Yeah. And what can we do to add to that and to enhance that? Also, if we're saying we really want to raise a child to learn how to think for themselves, okay, well then that might mean, you know, more discussion. That might mean being a little bit more lenient when it comes to talking back, you know, that sort of thing. So I think having those conversations on your own and not in the moment with the child there is very important. Creating a parenting plan. A lot of people do not do this. Yeah. They might think, oh, yeah, we're on the same page. But you really haven't even thought about this since maybe they were in diapers and like sleep schedules and things like that. We don't think about that. And parenting plans are really important. If you can outline some sort of plan for what you want the next 6 months to look like as a parent. I think going into a year or even 2 years or 3 years is like, kids change so quickly that that's maybe not as I guess, not convenient, but it's not as feasible. So go 6 months. Hey, in this phase of their life, this is what we're going to be focusing on, and maybe even adjusting to different roles and saying, I'm going to be the person that's going to be nurturing their emotional side. I'm going to be nurturing their physical side. That could be part of the parenting plan.
And then if all else fails, call you.
That's right. Yes. As a licensed marriage and family therapist, at Houston Relationship Therapy, we're working with all sorts of relationships, and this can include child and parent dynamics, whether they're adults or children. We do have somebody at the office who focuses on adolescents and does this every single day. So yes, check out Houston Relationship Therapy. If you're just, not able to get this together, this isn't easy, and if you haven't looked at it in a while, it might bring up some stuff, but it's totally worth it, especially for family harmony. You know, you want to enjoy your kids and you want to enjoy each other, so definitely seek that counseling.
Got to have that expert help.
Yeah, definitely talking about it, coming up with a plan. I think that's a great idea. Dr. V, thanks so much. We appreciate it.
Have a great day.
Okay. Well, next, is COVID causing diabetes? Our Fox Medical team tells us why more kids are being diagnosed with the disease after